We could go deep dive into this, but like there's genetics. So you're going to have dogs that are genetically going to be better at different things than other dogs, right? Like these Shepherds and Malinois, they like to,
Don't you think Malinois are the best?
I think Malinois are the best. She's
German Shepherds.
She was more of a German Shepherd.
German Shepherds get too big.
They're not supposed to. Like they're supposed to be smaller.
My buddy has German Shepherds. They're monsters.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Big old freaking faces. Big old snouts.
I know. The ones I like, they're more like Malinois. They're smaller. They're agile.
So you like Malinois?
Yeah, we'll say that.
She does now.
I've now said that.
Yeah, Malinois are like lean German Shepherds.
Yes. Yeah. Very athletic. Yeah.
Got a book, actually. I've finished writing it now. It's just getting edited. It's pretty much a manual on how to choose the proper dog for your lifestyle.
Because that's a huge thing too, is choosing the right dog. Because a lot of people, they see these dogs and they're cool, but they don't necessarily suit their lifestyle, right? Like Malinois.
That's when you get a cat.
Yeah. Everyone wants a Malinois until they have one. And then, for the most, like, again, you're going to have exceptions to the rule, but for most, for most dogs, they're, they need a lot of activity and
but mine's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in other words, when I get home, sometimes she gets so excited, she'll like,
chatter.
Yeah.
Like Malingator. Yeah. They call them Malingators. I was wondering if that's why.
It's just that
they're just the bite. Yeah.
Well, you said chatter like it's a normal thing.
Yeah, for Malinois, I find it.
Yeah. So when I get home, she'll try to freaking snip my face. Like she's just so excited, she just wants to bite me.
Yeah, because it's genetic, right? It's there. Like when we breed these Malinois puppies at like 6 weeks old, like they're ripping your clothes. This is no training. This is pure genetics, right? These puppies are like shredding your clothes, and they're just if I put
on the bite sleeve, dude, she'll go after it.
Do you want to put on the bite sleeve? We got one here. I got my dog that Andy was scared to
outside
take away from.
Yeah. Oh no, we
can do it another day.
I have no interest.
See, Andy
there might be people here that do though.
Yeah.
I mean, people get off on that. Dude, I don't want a dog biting me. I don't care if I got a sleeve on it or not. Especially the one I saw you was ripping.
Yeah.
That thing wanted to pull somebody down.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what's funny though is it just goes to show how you can have these level-headed dogs, because you let her off and then she'll go up to everyone and pet me, love me. Like there's a balance there. She's stable, and that's what you want.
Is that your dog?
That's my dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's her
Connor.
name? Huh?
Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Why Sarah Connor?
Just Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What do you call her?
Fan. Sarah. I just call her Sarah.
Yeah. But she, again, sweet dog, but she'll do the game. She'll play the game because that's just like genetically they want to bite, right? So
I interrupted you though. You were saying something about the Malinois. See, that's why I interrupt, because I'll forget if I don't.
I know.
Yeah. And then when I interrupt,
and I'm trying to remember the track I'm on. I think
she was for genetics, for people
picking
the
right dogs.
dog.
Yes. Yeah, like it's
lifestyle.
Exactly, the lifestyle.
What about if you're gone a lot? What's the best dog?
If you want to take him with you, a Chihuahua.
No, I mean like if you're gone a lot, like a cat.
A cat.
Yeah.
That's the best dog.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're gone a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, with the Lightspeed, what we want, like we have all these people coming up to us and they have these dogs and they can't live with these dogs. Like you said, like most people don't get dogs to leave them at home to do nothing with them. Most people want that companionship, right?
Yeah.
So that's like we'd have so many, because we enjoy traveling. So that's again why
You're making me want to go get my dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see her.
What's today? The 25th?
24th.
4th.
Yeah, so we paid till the 26th. I was going to leave them there till the 26th, but I'll probably go get them tonight.
Yeah, we'll go see her. But so we'd have all these people come up to us saying, like, oh, can you help me? Can you help? And we only had these physical locations in Canada. And Christy Code Red can probably send her dog to us in Canada, but most people can't do that kind of stuff, right? So we wanted to have this program where people can.
You want to help more people is the whole point of this.
Exactly,
this system,
like learn what to do, and then just it's just the same stuff you preach, right? Getting the skill sets and then getting the habits, right? It's the same stuff with dog training. Like it's crazy how similar they are, because get the skills, learn how to do it, and then just make it a habit every day. And then eventually it doesn't end up being so much work. It's not like, oh, I'm training now. It's my dog's already doing it and you're just maintaining it, right? I think a lot of people do think that, I have to. It's just like the gym. I think for a lot of people, at the start, and even for us, it's like, I don't want to go to the gym. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But then you force yourself into the habit of it, you make it a habit, and then eventually it's not as, you start seeing your results, you start seeing all the benefits of it. It's not, not as painful. So I think training's the same way. It's, at the start, it's, there's a few people out there that are super passionate about it, and, they're a different story. But for most people, it's a chore. It's, you gotta go out there and make sure your dog's doing what it's supposed to do and communicating with the dog well. But once you get in the habit of it, like, the dog wants to do that, and dogs like having that black and white, like, understanding of what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do, right? So once you've established that, then it gets a lot easier. So
do you ever get dogs that are like untamable?
Well, they are to other people, I guess, but not to us.
Well, you can train any dog. You're the dog whisperer now.
Well, that's...
Yeah.
You get a dog that bites everybody and calm it down and teach it not to bite.
Yes.
Basically all it takes, you need to build a relationship with a dog, and you need to have clear communication, right? We talked about this.
That's like a human too.
It is.
Exactly.
We were just talking about it. We're like, it is, I think everyone out there loves their dog. Most people, like, we want that companion, and, they love their dogs. And, I was just telling Jason this, I'm like, just like in human relationships, love is not enough. Like, that's, it's cool. You can love someone or you can love your dog, but is that enough to maintain that relationship? No. Usually not, right?
You
it's
also
communication.
Have to do many other things.
Yeah. Communication, I would say, is a big one. And then respect, right? That this is my advice, I guess, for spouses that worked on him, but is respect. I think that is a huge thing that is missing, and why a lot of people's relationships with humans and dogs fail is that lack of respect.
That's okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And then communication.
That's true, though.
Yeah, communication. And that's like when we say, like, oh, we crack the code with dog training, it isn't like a sales pitch to just, oh yeah, we cracked the code. No, it is. We've been able to help people communicate with their dogs better. And so now once they communicate, you have that respect, because now the dog understands what the expectations are. So
puppy training, or what do you call it? Potty training.
Body training.
Yeah.
Obedience training.
Yes.
Housebreaking.
Basically, like, what we like to do is our specialty is what I call real life results. So it's not, it's not about like super fancy shit and spins and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we can, but that's not what we specialize in. We specialize in having people, like you were just saying, being able to take their dogs out and enjoy their dogs in all these different locations.
Knowing
right?
they'll behave.
Knowing they'll behave, like, walk beside me, they're not, blowing you off and not coming back to you, right? Like, just those the fundamentals in, having a dog, so that you can take them anywhere.
Like one time I did take my dog places before. And one time, I had it on the leash, and the leash wasn't one of those chokers, so it was kind of loose. She pulled her head out of it and started running towards the street. I had a heart attack. Thought she was going to get crushed by a car. I'm calling her to get over there. She's not listening. It's like, come on. And then, another time, another dog came around, and my dog tore out after it. Like, what do you do? It's like, dude, you just leave them at home.
Yeah.
Or train them.
Because we went, and I'm going to use Andy Elliott thing. We battle tested these dogs. So our dogs, we took them out to Miami, to the Brickell area down in Miami Beach. Had these dogs off leash, walking around, tons of people, tons of cars, took them on the patio, had them under the chairs while we...
Yeah, but they're trained.
They're trained, exactly.
Yeah. So through the system.
So here's the thing. Yeah. Now, I know you have a training system, an online training system. Is that done?
Yeah.
It is done, yeah.
To where an average Joe can log in and have you guys pop up and train them on demand, basically, on all these things.
Exactly.
Even bite work?
We haven't got a bite work one yet. The next ones we're going to be adding is going to be tracking.
Yeah, well, most people aren't looking to train their dogs to bite.
No.
They're looking for the stuff you got.
Yeah.
What about shake hands, play dead, roll over, stuff like that?
No, we don't have those tricks yet.
Why not?
We're getting there.
Dude, I want to get my dog to shake hands. How do I do it?
We just launched. We're going through Lightspeed, right? So we've got two programs right now. We have our puppy program, which is
the best one.
Yeah, that's going to be the one that gets your dog the confidence,
keeps
builds that relationship with you. What's that?
Is it housebreaking?
Yeah, there's housebreaking involved in that one.
Yeah, because here's the problems with dogs. Most regular people, they'll get a dog, they don't know how to housebreak it. They start pissing and shitting all over the house. They get tired of the dog, frustrated with the dog, start yelling at the dog, and it just, ends up not as well.
Yeah.
Where if the pet store would give somebody like a virtual training like yours to take home, and then once you've gone through the puppy training, then you get to pick up your puppy.
Yeah.
We should do that with human babies too.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's what I think.
Yeah. So I'm going to give everyone a tip out there. If you're getting a puppy, the best way to housebreak your dog without even getting a trainer is keep it on a leash 100% of the time. That's it.
People don't like it.
People don't like it because you're dragging your dog around the house. If your
Why would that work?
Because if your dog's on a leash, it's not chewing anything because you can see it. It's not going to pee anywhere because you're right there. You can take it outside when you see the signs.
But if they start to piss, you just yank them outside.
Take them outside.
You'll start like little signs. You'll start noticing too, like sniffing, things like that. They'll, a little bit distracted, and then you pop outside. And
we have one puppy right now. She's a black lab. If she has to poop, she just starts spinning in circles and like full 100% spinning in circles and running, and then she all of a sudden just dead stop and go.
Well, I wish like mine gave signs like that.
Yeah.
Mine looks fine. I say, you want to go outside? There's no noise. I go walk into the bathroom. I come back out. There's shit on the floor. Now this was before, because I did. I don't know if it's appropriate, but I did the old fashioned potty training or house breaking. Is that what you call it? House breaking?
House breaking.
I did the old fashioned my dad taught me. And that's where you grab the dog by the back of the neck and you smash its face near or in the shit. And then you smack its ass and you throw it outside.
Yeah.
It works though.
Well, I don't know if it works or if it
works. My dog quit shitting in the house.
It could have been something else, but I think dogs typically run on a 3-second loop. So by the time that you notice, I mean, unless you're catching them, they shit and then you're putting their nose in it right away, they don't really associate that with it.
They just think you're being a dick.
Yeah. Sorry. but
that's interesting for people to understand.
Yeah, it is. Like, so,
because like you're thinking they know. And by the way, I might have to disagree with you.
I know where you're going with this.
Well, that's because my dog, when she did something she shouldn't have done, because when you walk into the room, she goes, and she's looking around all freaking worried and shit. And then you're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And then you look, oh, I see what you did. She knows what she did. And she knows it was wrong or she wouldn't be doing this. And it's like long after she's done it.
Well, there's associated behaviors like that. So if you've ever caught her doing something like that before, and then you walk in the room, then she's going to be associating what happened the previous time. So that's probably why she stopped doing it, because now she really doesn't.
Yeah. But sometimes, I will see a big puddle of piss on the floor, and we have 2 small dogs and a large one. So when the piss size is usually what gives it away, and the shit size definitely gives it away. Who did what? Yeah. So sometimes I'll go in and there's a large piss puddle, and it's like, I want to get mad, but how can you get mad? You didn't let it out. But my dog won't bark to be let out either.
Yeah, that's where you like having that routine. So setting them up on a routine. When they get up, let them out. If they're sleeping and they wake up, let them out. If they eat, let them out, 10 minutes later.
What if they don't want to go out?
I'd wait. Like, I personally wait them out. I'd wait them out outside. Sometimes you can do like little tricks where you come back in for like a minute. Because it'll happen. You hear people all the time. Like, I let my dog out 10 minutes, did nothing. I came back in a minute later, they pooped in the house, right? So I do like a little trick where I'll come in and then, 1 minute and then back right outside again and then waiting. The nice thing is if you start it early enough with that routine and you get them going outside, and then, you can do things like rewarding that behavior, let them go outside and then, reward with food or reward with pets. Now it's kind of like a trick, right? And they're like, okay, I'm going to go out, pee, do my thing, and then I can come back in and play, right?
And then you can put a name to it or a command to it, and then you have their dog go and poop on command or pee on command. So yeah, it's just all about consistency and routine.
So if I take your training online, your online training academy, I'll learn how to do that myself.
Yep.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Or I can just send the dog to you.
Or you can send it to us. Yeah. So what we're trying to do now is we find that Lightspeed is such a good program and it has so many features that we can utilize with the training that we would prefer a lot of people go to the online training, because that way it's repetitive. Like, they have access to the program for life, right? So if they forget something,
and it gets them up to speed quicker.
Exactly. And then we find that because a lot of people, when they come to us, I talked about this before, they don't follow through with it, right? So we spend a month training the dog, and then we teach people how to follow through with it, and most people don't. So we find that if we have a lower price point with the VT system, they're learning how to do it, as long as they don't have huge behavior problems with their dogs. If it's just your everyday, you get your dog out into real life situations and that kind of good obedience, then the Lightspeed is going to be the way to go, because then you have access to that training for life. And you can also upgrade, and you can have Zoom calls with us and our trainers as well. So if you're having issues with something, you can get that as part of the package.
So anybody having a dog problem, this is your solution.